Folks, in this video, I'm going to show you how to modify your, this is a trailer. I got a 5x10 utility trailer here that came from Home Depot. And when you get it, this gate is not removable. Those pegs on the bottom of that gate go through these. This is what holds the gate on. I beat it through. I lined up the ends of them, the fat. See, there's like they welded something fat on the end to keep it from coming out, but I beat it through with a sledgehammer. And what I'm gonna do now is make it to where I can put this gate back on and off, take it on and off very simply and very easily, very quickly by cutting a slot. I'm gonna cut a slot in here just the same size as that peg on the bottom. And I use this right here to measure that peg like this. You know, you put that on there, get your measurement, go all over, and just do like this right here to make sure that it doesn't vary any. So get your measurement, hold this up here right in the center of your right in the center of your bracket, your mount. I used this, I sharpened this piece of wire shelving. It's just a piece of wire shelving that I cut off, and I use that to make a scratch to mark my line where I'm going to saw it, where I'm going to cut the notch out. And there's the saw. I'm going to let William do it, I think. He's more, he's very familiar with that saw, I'm sure, because he owns it, but I've never used a saw like that before. It's a bandsaw, but it's got like a hacksaw blade in it. So I'm going to let him do it. We'll get that done. I'm going to go do the other, mark the other side out. So when he wakes up, we'll be right back, folks, in a minute whenever we get this project started. All right, I'm just gonna cut it. I ain't gonna wait on him. I think I can do this. Looks pretty simple enough to work this tool. I do have eye protection on. Whoa. Hang on a minute. This is not a safe tool to use, folks, because the way I'm having to use this, I'm exposing myself to the blade. I'm putting the blade on my side, so I'm gonna have to be very careful when I do this. What I'll do is I'll take some kind of a file or a grinder and soften those edges. I'll be right back, folks. I'm gonna do the other side and then we'll see if it fits. All right, folks, I got both sides cut. William, you wanna grab the other side of the gate for me? Yep. When you get a chance, and we'll see if it'll fit in there. All right, folks, we're gonna see how she goes. Just leave that part on the ground. Yep. Look, come this way. It's gonna go right on the end. Right on the end. Let's push her down. Uh-oh. You're gonna go in. Is it on the fat part? Hitting the fat part? Nope, I didn't cut enough over there. Okay, I didn't cut enough. This side's gone in just fine. But that side over there needs a little bit trimmed off. Just trim a little sliver of it off with that saw.
No, it just needs a little bit of filing on it.
So anyhow, folks, this is what happens is you can put your gate back on and take it off quickly. This design, I know they designed it for the gate to stay on. I don't understand why they did that, because nobody wants that gate on there all the time. But I know it's also designed to fold down inside of the bed, but what if you don't want your gate on there and you need to use the whole bed? I mean, this is gonna be more versatile to do it the way I'm doing it, so. It's time for me to get a file. So I went to get a file from William to file this, and you know, your wooden handle will fall off your file. A lot of times the wooden handle will come off of it and you'll just be left with a point on the end that if you try to file something, you could jam it through your hand. Well, he's got this solution for this. He's drilled a hole in a golf ball and put a nut in there. See that nut in there? And just jam the end of that file down into that. And now you have a handle on your file. See? Let's do it. Let's file it. Make this gate go on. The way I'm doing this, folks, is I got it straight up and down because, you know, gravity keeps things in place usually. But for bouncing around and vibration, I am going to have a strap on this gate holding it down to the trailer so it does not fall out while I'm going down the road. I forgot to tell you all that. Dog don't like that noise. It hurts his ears. Folks, it teach me something else.
A file is not meant to be used to go
back and forth. He said only go one direction to make it.
It only cuts one way.
Yeah, here, let me put this out of the way so you can work. You can get in there. Try that now.
Oh yeah, a file's not meant to be used.
That's the way I was doing it too.
Like that. A file is meant to be used like that.
Just push it and release. All right.
Because if you look, a file has teeth that are
one direction. They're
one direction.
Diagonally, yeah.
When you're going back and forth, it doesn't work when you go on the back pull. So you just go.
You push it, get some pressure, huh? Ideally, you could use a side grinder or an angle grinder to just do this, but we just cleaned up the whole shop, and we don't really want to pull out a bunch of tools right now. We got company coming, so that'll probably do it right there. Let's see. Hold this for me. Let's see if it pops on. Yep. Ta-da! Now to get it back off, all I gotta do is just lift it right on out of there and take it off. That's it. All right, folks. That's a little bit more than just putting the gate on. We taught you how to use a file and a golf ball. Thanks for watching. Again, Redneck's Gone Wild.